Hi guys, Kyung here, and we're going to continue with the Gnome Journal, and I thought we'd make some pockets today. That's what I was thinking. And so I've got a lot more done than I thought I did, right? We have all this, and these 2 pages, and then these 2 pages, and all I did here was add some like little trim around there, right? And this door, ta-da, opens up to reveal this guy in the garden. Anyway, and then I think that's kind of it, right? But I want to make some pockets and stuff to just put in there. And so the first thing I did was I pulled out some from that book, you know, that gnome book, the Gnomes and Gardens book. And so I pulled out this guy who's reading a book on a toadstool. He's so cool. I got this guy carrying an acorn. And I got this, which is like a condominium made out of clay pots. And it actually, there's like some text here about that. And then other gnome homes text, and I kind of read it, made sure it wasn't, you know, too inappropriate, as this book can be a little inappropriate. And then this one talks about how gnomes are great readers and like their favorite places to read and stuff. So I clipped those out so that we could maybe play with them. And then here are my images, and I think I'll probably play with some of the gnomes that Chestieta sent me. Dum-dum. So let's pull those out. They're super cute. I think they'll go great on pockets. And the first kind of pocket that I would like to make maybe is like a fabric one. Okay, so let's see. We have some fabric in here. What fabric to use, though? You know, that's always the question. I have some like Tim Holtz kind of looking fabric. This is not Tim Holtz fabric, but it's kind of, you know, it's like text and stuff. This is Tim Holtz fabric. I like this one. I use this one often. Sometimes I cut just trees out of it and stuff. But I think that he might look good in with these trees. So we'll pull this one out as a maybe. What else do we have? We have that purple is a little... Perhaps maybe some of this with like the buttons and stuff. That's cute. And maybe something a little neutral just in case we don't like any of that, huh? I guess let's pull this one out. This like, I don't know, that's very nice. It's like it's a floral, and it's more of a, geez, I don't know, like it's very like a linen, kind of broadcloth almost, tapestry, or perhaps, what, upholstery is what you call it? I don't know, whatever. It's very nice. I really like it, so we could put some gnomes on there. Let's definitely, I think, use some of this. Let's see, I have some of this that's all kind of tore up. So 5 inches is kind of, I don't want it any... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So between these 2 lines, we'll have to iron it. Okay, just gonna tear that off. And perhaps we will grab this pine cone. We'll just tear it here. Ta-da! I like it. Okay, so there's that one. Let's see. We have, I love these little red buttons. And I'm wondering, I'm thinking that guy is going to look really good there. Or even maybe these guys. Right, with the bird. We will see. We will see. I'm just going to cut it here. So 5 inches, huh? Oh, look, we can even get this apple. I'll cut it here at the top of that green border. Ta-da! Oh, I really like that. That's nice. Okay, so there's another kind of pocket. have this one and this is kind of like scrap, right? I'm going to put that in my little scrap box of fabrics and laces for clusters and things. Okay, so we have those two, and then should we make another one or should we just move on? I think I'll set this aside for now, and maybe we'll do something else with it. Okay, so we need to iron these. I have made a little ironing board. So what I did was I went to the Dollar Tree and I found these wooden, here's one. It came with two, so they were 50 cents, right? Because it came with two for $1. They're like cutting boards, right? And they're like the cheap little ones you would find in the Dollar Tree in the kitchen section. And I thought, oh, that's perfect. Little bamboo wooden cutting boards. So there's this one, and then this one I put a layer of batting and then just a layer of like this cotton kind of muslin fabric over it and stapled it. Staple, staple, staple on the back. And I have a cute little ironing board that is very light and I can just put on my little shelf right there. And the main reason why I made this little ironing board is because my husband bought me this. Look at this. It's the cutest little iron I've ever seen. Look at this. It's a little table iron. And I think they made it for like transfers and stuff like that, right? Because it's made by Cricut, so it's way expensive. You get a little table iron for way less money than this nifty one, but it's all, look, it's all modern and sci-fi. I don't know. It comes with this little stand, right? So and then you put your iron on the stand like that. Isn't it darling? It's so cute. Okay, so we have that one is done. Let's iron this one. Right? And then when you're done with the iron, you just push that and it turns it off. So cute. Okay. So there is my cute little iron and my ironing board that I'm all excited about. And I use all the time and it's great. I don't have to get up and go all the way because my ironing board and my iron is I don't have room in this area really. Electricity like outlets are limited, so I have it plugged in over by my washer. And so that's a pain. So let's put these on some paper, right, so that they're not all flimsy. I have some scrap here. We'll just glue this one to this one. And I want to make the paper a little smaller than my fabric because I don't want the paper to show up. I just want the fabric to show. So let's just cut this one. So we've had our first rain of the year just the other day. So spring is definitely coming and all the birds have been out. I've been so excited. I've been missing the birds, you know. We don't really get a lot of birds around here, I guess, in the winter. But we get a ton of birds in the spring and the summer. So they're coming out. All the robins I saw were out the other day. Okay. And so it's gotten warmer. I've been able to sit outside and watch the birds and play with the ball with Holly. Okay, so we have this just glued on. Good enough. And now for this one. And it's got this circle cut in it, so I don't want to use it. So we'll grab a different scrap. Here we go. Let's see, cut it here, and we'll cut it there, and then we'll stitch it. I'll stitch it real quick. And then we can think about what we're going to do about decorating them. Okay. Let's just glue this on here. This is kind of like a... It's got like a texture on it, yeah? It's like a linen kind of paper or something. Whatever, it will work, it will work. Okay, so there is our next one. And we're going to stitch them up real quick. Just around the, or should we decorate them and then stitch them? Let's stitch them and then decorate them. I usually regret it if I decorate them and then I stitch them. Let's bring Mr. Sewing Machine over. Hello, Mr. Sewing Machine. I think we'll go zigzag today. I have plenty of bobbin thread. We're going to go 1/4 of an inch today, which is, or no, 5/8. 5/8. I want a good, I think, I don't know, how far does it, I don't know, should we kind of like trim this first of all and even it out? I think that will help us. Because I can't see the paper, I don't want to miss stitching the paper. But I think it's pretty close enough to the edge, I think we'll be fine. Let's kind of get this to fray. Fray. Okay. We're okay, we're okay. We can go 1/4. And 1/4 of an inch is usually like at the edge of your foot, right? If you look at like the numbers on the back. And I know you can't see it, I don't think, but okay, not too close. Okay, there we go. And turn. I need to get out of the habit of back stitching. I'm so in the habit of it. I took a sewing class and that lady, she like ingrained it in our professor. Which I don't understand. I don't like it. I think it's like unprofessional looking, but whatever. Okay. Okay. So I'll tell you a story. I'll tell you the story about that. Okay, so I've taken a couple of sewing classes. Oh, geez, I don't know, it was like 10 years ago or something. And there were two professors, right, who were very vastly different from one another. And one was like an industrial sewing class. And she was like, how to make things, like if you were to work in a factory or a sweatshop, I don't know. And she was the one who ingrained it into us to like always like backstitch or whatever. But then I took a class with a tailor. And he talked about how instead of backstitching, right, and instead of going over double, like the way I did here, you would stop at the end and leave enough of a tail, and then you go in and you hand tie the knots down to the, right down to its, down as close to the, fabric or whatever that you can, and then you clip them off. And it's like much nicer and professional. And he was like a tailor, like that's what he did. And that seems to me to be the better, but a little more of a pain, probably. Take longer. Okay, so we want to put this guy, I think, here. And we want to put this guy, I don't know. We have this guy. Kind of like this guy. We have this guy too. He's kind of bouncing. Let's use this guy. He looks like he's like bouncing. Okay, so those will be the two gnomes that we'll use. And we'll have to fussy cut them. I don't really have my good Tim Holtz scissors right here with me. They're over on my other table. It's okay, not a big deal. I'll just use these ones real quick. Looks like we may lose the star. Make fussy cut out that star. So yes, Chestieta made these and sent these to me. They're so cute. Oh my goodness. Look at him. He looks great. Let's get the star if we can. Okay, we've got our star. And for this guy, he's got a little bird with him. It's okay, dude. I'm not going to cut your arm off. We got you. Okay. So I think we even had a couple of raindrops earlier today. But then it cleared up and the sun was out. So that's been nice. My little baby aspen tree, right? The one that I planted last year, it survived the winter. I'm so happy. It was such a dry winter and we didn't get snow for a long time. And then I didn't water. I didn't think about it because it was cold, you know, and normally you don't water in the cold. But I thought, I don't know, maybe I should have like given them a drink, you know. But they did fine, and they've lived. Both my aspen and my lilacs have lived. So I'm so happy about that. They've survived the winter. I think if I could get them to survive their first winter, I think they're pretty good. I think they'll be pretty established by the beginning of the next winter, as long as I don't kill them this summer. Okay, we have this guy, and we're going to have him like, he's going to be bouncing like this. Boing. Okay, we can color their beards and stuff. Do I want to do that? I don't know. Maybe we'll kind of ink him and stuff. Let's grab our vintage photo. Let's ink him and see. Maybe ink his beard a little bit. We have this gnome, Mr. Gnome, and this gnome. Mr. Gnome. Okay. Let's glue them on here. I'm just going to use my Fabri-Tac, and it's still been very good to me. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know. Oh, no. Just stay. Don't go sliding around. Okay. I should have inked that, but what can you do? I regret not inking that. You know. Okay, I really wish I had kind of a really light gray for the beard. All the grays I have are pretty dark. I could maybe watercolor a beard in, maybe. Let's see, I have some colored pencils. What do we have in the colored pencil department? No gray. No gray. Some black. What is this one? Black? Well, let's not. Let's grab the watercolors, huh? Come here, watercolors. I just wanted to color this guy's beard. Oh, I already glued him on there, didn't I? Shame. I'll get my brush wet and come in here on this gray. Okay, and let's not try to bump the camera. Ooh, that's very, very dark. Let's see, it's always so dark. Perhaps more water. More water, make it lighter. There we go. Just colored in his beard a bit. Should we go further? Should we color him in a little bit? Like his nose. Make him have a kind of a pink nose. Ta-da! He's cute. Okay, we're done with that. Put that away. Rinse my brush. Okay, awesome. Now, what else are we going to put on there? We have this apple and these buttons. We could put actual buttons. What do we have for buttons? I don't know. I have a giant thing of buttons. Ridiculous. Ooh, I like these. My sister got me these. Aren't those cute? They don't really go. I have these like wooden ones. The wooden ones go with everything. Right? Let's put some wooden buttons on this one. That one. Perhaps those two, like that. And some buttons on here, I think. I have some like blue. Ooh, we have a red one. That's kind of cute. We have the butterfly. I like the butterfly. I kind of like the butterfly. Okay. The butterfly is, I have these. And they flew onto the floor. I'll get those later. Okay. Put these buttons up. So, do I want to thread? Do I want to thread? That's the question. Yay, so cute. Okay, let's glue this on. This mess of a button. Maybe a little more. Just a little bit more. Just a big glob of it. All right. It'll do good. It will glue. You could just glue this one onto the... Glue it. Let's stitch it onto the paper, huh? Don't stitch all the way through. There we go. Go in once. There we go. And I'll come up again one more time and then I'll tie it. Tie it in a knot and then clip the little threads and it'll act like his little antenna. Ta-da! Cute. Okay. So there's that. So we have buttons, maybe some lace or something. Oh yes, it was Brenda who sent me this gorgeous lace. Look at this lace. It is just, oh, I love. It's like the softest, prettiest lace. Yes, Brenda sent me this lace. It is gorgeous. It's a little much for like the little gnome. The little gnomes, huh? They're like, please don't put lace on me. Like that kind of lace, like all gorgeous. Maybe some simple, huh? Something simple. I like this one. Right there. Don't know, what else do we have? I have this one. This is interesting. I wonder if it will match. I wonder if it will go. Or is it like too much? So I don't know. I don't know about it on that. I have this purple, which I don't think so. I have a black. I kind of like the black. We have some blue. I could put in some blue. I have this blue lace. It's a little bright. I wonder if I have something darker. Let's check my dice box, huh? So I have this dice box. Let's see. Ta-da! They're so cool. You open the box and I keep like kind of my cheap laces in them, right? Oh, we have this kind of tan color too. That might look good. About this blue. I'm not feeling it. Don't like it. What about this red? We have this burgundy color. Burgundy was my mother's favorite, you know. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's lovely. We'll do that. We'll keep the burgundy out. All right. Let's glue them on. Glue them on. All right. This one. All right. Okay, so we have our two little pockets. I love them. This one needs something, right? It needs another thing. Perhaps some words of some kind or something. We have, see, I don't know. These may be too, I was thinking that these would go on like pages, you know, as like background kind of. What do we have? We have like words and stuff. Always with the words. Always with the words. The art of thinking. The art of thinking. I don't know why I find that funny. But it's going on there. The art of thinking. And that's it. I think I'm going to leave it alone. Whatever, right? I mean, if we want to decide, if I want to decide I want to put something else on it, when I put it on a page, I will. I don't know. A little clump of trees. That would have been good for it, too. By fortunate coincidence, I don't know. That's what it is. Whatever you say, Gnome, whatever you say. By fortunate coincidence. Very cute. Okay, so these can go on pages. Let's grab our journal. Let's see. So this page needs a pocket. Right? It needs like a page, and then it needs a pocket. So let's put a page. What are we going to put for a page? Let's use one of these. Let's see what looks good with what, huh? We have this big door. I'd like to keep the doors as doors if I could help it. Let's see, what about this one? Right, with the poppy. Right, we could even bring it up so that the poppy is sticking up. Like that. So we'll cut it here. We'll need to cut it. Yeah, so it's not poke, otherwise it'll look bad. If it's poking out from that pocket. Okay, so my sister came home and we had lunch. She ordered chicken, so we had chicken and mashed potatoes. It was very yummy. Okay, I'm going to ink this, and I don't know why I'm doing a whole page. I just wanted to make some pockets. See how we do? Let's see. Let's ink around this just really quick. So, what else do I know? Oh, I guess, the only really thing I've been really doing is working on, like, making a game. I'm making an RPG, like a role-playing game, kind of like Dungeons and Dragons, right? It's, like, based on Dungeons and Dragons, for my niece and my husband, as we plan to play it in, I can't believe I cut that too short, or too long, in a week or two. So I've made a map. You know, I'm going to cut it a little more than that, just to be safe. I've made a map. I've made cards. I've painted little miniatures. It's going to be fun. I've written a whole storyline. I'm using a journal for it. I'm all excited to be using a journal for, you know, journaling something. I'm going to make them journals, just basic ones, using like Dungeons and Dragons images and just some coffee dyed paper. Okay, I'm thinking I'll use my art glitter glue, and I decanted it, right? I followed Miss P's good example. She's always a good example. And I decanted my art glitter glue into this little bottle. And because it was driving me nuts the way that it was volcanoing everywhere, and I'm going to glue it up here. Okay. And our pocket. Is the pocket too wide? Our pocket is... Grr. I can't believe that. I went to all this trouble to make this pocket, and this pocket is a little too wide, particularly for this page. This page is a kind of, I don't know, it's a little shorter page, I think. And, you know, we would want the lace on this side anyway, right? If we put it on this side, it would have been fine. Goodness gracious, that's okay. Let's see, what else can we do? We can use one of these. Although I was kind of just going to cut that out and put that in a pocket. We have pockets from the LineDotArrow. Let's put these aside that I wanted to decorate. So let's see. We have these ones. right? And they're kind of should go on like a page, kind of like on the side. So there's those. I have these like file folder pieces that come with the kit. And they have these doors and stuff. You know, I'm thinking, goodness, I'm just going to have to use like some paper. Okay, let's use this one. Let's cut a pocket. To fit this page, huh? Which is fine, huh? These gnomes, I'm telling you, they give me the hardest time. I blame it on them, I really do. And you would think that they would be happy, right? Like I'm making them little homes and stuff. No. Wow, I just think they're like tricksters, and I think they get a kick out of it, and I think they think it's hilarious. I don't know how funny I find it, but... Okay, let's ink this pocket. It's a pocket, right? It is. We're going to play with it. Okay, we can glue this on here at any time. What fanciness do we want to put on there? Oh, let's put some fanciness on there. We have this little green door, which is in keeping. We have these pretty labels. That doesn't really go with this little tag. Does this one go? Not particularly. What about this one? I like this. There's these red numbers. There's this one. There are these pieces as well, right? We have the birds. I love the birds. The birds. The birds and perhaps this label, huh? Are the things that we will put on there for interest and fanciness. Let's cut this up a little bit. Let's trim it down. We could decollage it. Should we decollage it? I'm going to grab my Fiskars decollage scissors. Oh, so by the way, speaking of supplies and stuff, so I was looking, so you know, in my last video, I was using those stickers, those like vellum stickers that had the labels and stuff, and I've been looking everywhere for them, and I cannot find them again. I'm going to look again. I found their like brand name. I don't know. It looks like some kind of Japanese company or something. I'm not sure. I will look. I could have gotten them on Wish, so that might be. Okay. So we have our pieces done. Shall we put something behind? Maybe a bit of lace. A bit of lace. We have some of this lace. This is, whew, it's a little loud. I like the yellow. We have a little bit of yellow. We could put a little bit of yellow. Is it too yellow? It's probably too much, huh? Let's look. If we put some lace underneath, and we put this on top, and we put this here, how would that look? Is it like, I'm not sure with the yellow. We have this dark red. We have the black. I have some of this kind of netting. Let's just use some of this. Let's just do it. Right? Stop messing about. I'll cut this much of it. Just a little bit. Okay, we'll add some texture in the background before we just start sticking on our pieces. I'll just put a little bit of Fabri-Tac down. Okay. And what else? Is that good? And then we could maybe put some flowers here and there. Yeah? Oh my goodness. Okay, I think that that will work. It has been so windy today. Super windy. We have a wind advisory warning. I guess fire. We're like have a red flag warning too, like with our weather, which means fire conditions are extremely high, right? So fire risk is really high. We have a really low humidity point today and very high winds. So I'm hoping that no fire starts. I really, really hope no fire starts. It's supposed to be windy until tonight. So we will see. Okay, very pretty. I like it. Should we put some flowers on? I have these little flowers. Right? We have a red that matches the... Right, one of these. Perhaps a couple more, maybe. Oh, look, here's a little red one. Okay. Good. Maybe a third red one, just to kind of balance it out. As Miss Paintalot says, work in threes, huh? The magic of threes. I agree. I've seen other people say the same thing. It's like an art thing. Right? Working in odd numbers. I like the having only 2 cream, though. Perhaps we will put this one up here. And we will put this one right there. Ta-da! Now, if we wanted to get real fancy, we could put like pearls and gems and stuff in the center of those flowers, but I'm going to be lazy and I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to glue this pocket on. Right, so we've made 3 pockets. That's at least some progress. I don't know where my Timmy towel went. Where did my Timmy towel go? Always falling is where it went. Okay. Oh, I like it. It's pretty. That's a pretty page. Okay, so we can put some like tags and stuff in there, right? I've got all these that I made. We have this one and this one. I like this one. Might look really nice in there. Will it fit? Oh, look at that. How lovely. Right, and we can put perhaps one of these other like littler tags that come from the kit. I like this one. Let's ink it and back it. We'll back it in some coffee dyed paper or something. Let's see, what do I have? I have a bunch of this yellow. That I made. This has like, it has like flowers and stuff. It's something. I don't know. It doesn't really go, does it? How about some of this? This is like, it's like baking paper, right? I've coffee dyed while coffee dyeing. Okay, we're gonna, I'm actually gonna use my glue stick for this one. Because parchment paper and paper like this seems to do better with glue stick than it does. Otherwise you see the lines, you know, the lines show through. This way we won't get any lines. And the glue stick actually sticks pretty well to this paper. Let's turn it over. Take I think this is actually used for, I think it's a spatula actually used for like gesso and stuff. But sometimes I use it as like a bone folder. Because it's just handy. Okay, it's just right there, you know. Okay, I'm gonna trim it, and then I will stitch it. And I'll stitch it off camera. No need to watch me stitch it. And then we'll put like a ribbon in it. Yay! Okay. Let's put a hole. It's kind of not big enough. Let me grab my regular office hole punch. Yeah. And let's see, what are we going to put in with it? As a trim for the top. A ribbon, perhaps. I like this. I think this will go good. I think it will match the green of the pocket. This was given to me in a Happy Mail. I think it was tying up a package. I don't remember from who. I'm extremely bad about that. But I love it. It's gorgeous. Isn't it gorgeous? It's so pretty. Okay. Pretty ribbon with like little peacock edges. I'm going to ink that hole. Okay. And we can just stick this in the pocket along with that card. Okay, so we have a page. I didn't mean to do a whole page. I really just wanted to make pockets. But we got this pocket. We've got these pockets done, right? So this pocket could go on this page, really. Yes, it will definitely fit because this page is much larger than the page next to it. Much larger. What to put on its background is the question. We could do some collaging. I have this green paper. Right, we can just rip. We can rip ink and put on there like that. Just lightly ink it, glue it on there. Just do some collaging. Why not? I love a little bit of collaging. We have that beautiful music paper that looks like it was typed or hand done, and then I don't know, but I love it, and I only have a little bit of it left. So let's use some of it. I think it's my favorite things. That's what it is. Yep, raindrops on roses. Yep, yep, yep. Okay. I'm gonna glue stick this one because it's really thin and fragile kind of paper. Glue it there. Glue another bit here. Awesome. Let's put some of this kit in. We have this. Let's try not to rip her out of there. But I love this. These like flower bits are gorgeous. So let's put those on there. Man, I can hear the wind from all the way down here. Normally, you know, because I don't like bad weather, I'll come hide in my basement. I really will. But which is good because that's where my craft stuff is anyway. I can normally, like, you can't hear it down here, right? It really shields. Our house is pretty soundproof and stuff. And but yeah, I can hear it from all the way down here. It's really bad today. I was laughing when my sister was heading back to work. I told her, I said, well, don't let it blow you away. I'm trying to decide how I want to put this. I'm thinking maybe like this. Just rip this part off. Glue it right there. Yeah? Okay. Let's take more of these flowers. I love them. Let's put some here. Do I want to ink it? I will a little bit, yes. Yes, I will. My husband should be home soon, too. I'm trying to I'll finish up this page and then we'll call it, huh? I'm also hoping we don't lose power because they warned that with the wind this bad, right, the power could go out. It happens. Have small little local power outages, especially because like things blow in the wind and they knock into power lines. Okay, that's probably hubby. He's probably home. How is that? I didn't ink that piece, did I? Very well. Oh, we can go in a little bit. Right, we can go in a little bit, ink some, grunge it up, maybe tie it all in together, just lightly. Get some more ink and do these edges. Okay, so I'd like to maybe put some of that text on. If we put this here, nope. What about this one? It will kind of take over that whole area. That's okay, though. I mean, it's just collage. We can put something on top of it as it's just kind of background. Let's put this little thing about reading, huh? That gnomes like to read and such. And we'll ink it and we'll glue it on there. I don't know what the dogs are barking about. I bet nothing, or the neighbor dog is out. Sometimes the neighbor dog comes out and they all go out and they all talk to each other and cause a ruckus. I'm just going to kind of break down that white very lightly. Okay, let's glue it on there. There we go. Oh, look at that. That looks great. Yes, I love that. Right? It talks about how gnomes are great readers and they like to read out of hollowed out trees. It's their favorite places to read. As many creatures that live in the wild, it's like their favorite places to hang out is hollowed, little hollows. Little areas that have been hollowed out of the trees, I thought that's so cute. Okay. Put this pocket here. Looking good. The art of thinking, and that's perfect, what with the whole readers thing. And we'll put this guy right, we'll just back him on like, yeah, he'll fit in there great. We'll back him on some card. I have this craft. We'll use craft. I have it right here and it's handy. Let's ink it. And then we'll also put a tag in there too. And we'll call it, huh? My goodness. Try if we can to even it up a little bit. It's kind of wrinkled right there. What can you do? Ink up our edges. Ta-da! Yay! And we'll stick this guy right in there like this. Right, so that's good, I think, right? We've got this journal card put in this pocket along with the guy who's reading, and a whole little thing talking about how gnomes are great readers and stuff. So there we go. That is what we've done today, which is actually quite a bit. I'm very pleased with myself. We've made some progress on this journal, huh? It'll be done soon. I can feel it. Just stick this in here. And I'm going to call it. And I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. I had lots of fun. And I will talk to you later. Bye.